Let's talk about a digital universe with, get this, over 500 million users. It's one of the biggest social media platforms in the world, but a lot of us in the West, well, we barely know anything about it. Today, we're diving deep into Weibo. So, you've probably heard it called China's Twitter, right? It's a simple, easy comparison, but is that really the whole story? As we're about to find out, that label doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of what this platform is. And to really understand why, we've got to go back to the beginning. You see, to really get Weibo, you have to understand where it came from. This thing didn't just pop up out of nowhere like another tech startup. It was born at a very specific, very crucial moment in China's internet history. Okay, check out this timeline because this is just a masterclass in perfect timing. In the summer of 2009, a huge void opens up online in China. Just 1 month after platforms like Twitter and Facebook get blocked, Sina Corporation swoops right in with a test version of Weibo. It was the absolute perfect move at the perfect time, and that head start paid off big time. By 2014, they were going public on the NASDAQ. And the name itself? Super simple. Weibo literally just means microblog. Now, other companies had their own Weibos, but Sina's version just crushed the competition. It became so dominant that today, when people in China say Weibo, they mean Sina Weibo. It is the market. So it filled this void, and it became the undisputed king. But to really wrap your head around its influence, you have to understand the sheer scale we're talking about here. This is not some niche platform. Just look at this number. 582 million monthly active users. To put that into perspective for you, that is way more than the entire population of the United States. This isn't just a big platform, it's a global social media superpower, period. So who are these 500 million plus users? Well, the demographics tell a really interesting story. The platform is incredibly young. A whopping 70% are college-aged. And it's totally mobile-first, with 85% using the app. With a gender split that's almost perfectly even, you're looking at the digital heartbeat of China's youth. And this table right here, it perfectly captures the culture of the platform. Just look who's at the top. It's not politicians, it's not news organizations, it's celebrities. TV hosts, actresses, with follower counts that absolutely dwarf most Western influencers. This shows you that at its core, Weibo is this massive, thriving hub for entertainment and fan culture. But the sheer size of Weibo is only half the story. To really bust that China's Twitter myth once and for all, we've got to look under the hood at its features, because it's evolved into something way more complex, way more integrated. Now, this is a cool little detail that I think tells a huge story. On Weibo, hashtags are surrounded by two hash symbols. Why? Well, it's simple, really. Chinese characters don't have spaces between them, so the platform needed a clever way to signal both the start and the end of a hashtag. It's just a perfect, tiny example of how you adapt a familiar concept for a totally different language and culture. And believe me, that adaptation goes way deeper than just hashtags. I mean, forget 280 characters, Weibo gives you 2,000. You can post massive photo galleries, up to 18 at a time. It's got fan groups, kind of like Facebook, stories and vlogs, just like Instagram, and even a built-in digital store. The main takeaway here, it's not a clone of anything. It's a hybrid super app that cherry-picked the best features from a bunch of different platforms and rolled them all into one. But there's another, much more complicated side to this story. And it's pretty much impossible to talk about Weibo without talking about the environment it operates in. This vibrant, bustling digital town square, well, it exists inside a very, very carefully managed space. This quote really cuts right to the heart of it. From day one, Weibo has operated with strict content controls. The sources are very clear. Politically sensitive topics are actively monitored, and if they cross a line, they're removed. So how does that actually work? Well, as you can see, it's a multi-layered system. First, you've got automated filters that catch blacklisted keywords. Then there's real name registration, which links every online account to a real person. And finally, there's this fascinating third layer, human moderation. Weibo actually pays its own users to be supervisors and report content. It's a whole system. And to see how this plays out in the real world, check out this incredible example from 2013. Users got creative and photoshopped the famous Tank Man photo, but they replaced the tanks with giant yellow rubber ducks. The meme went viral, and the response was to temporarily block all searches for Big Yellow Duck.
It's just a perfect snapshot of this constant cat and mouse game between creative users and the platform censors. So this brings us to what is really the central paradox of Weibo. You have these two incredibly powerful competing forces, the fundamental human drive to connect and the top-down imposition of control. At the end of the day, Weibo isn't just one thing. It is, at the exact same time, a dynamic, vibrant space where trends are born and millions of people connect. And it's a carefully manicured garden where information is filtered. These two completely opposite ideas exist together on the very same platform.
And that leaves us with one last really big question to chew on. When a platform connects 500 million people, but does it inside these carefully constructed walls, who really holds the power? Is it the users, the people who bring it to life every single day? Or is it the architects who set the rules of the game? That's something to think about. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.